Hi, this video is going to cover how to write a resume. I think a resume can be written in 1 hour if you approach it right, at least the first draft, and then from there, improving it is a very easy process. A lot of people don't get started on the resume and instead just stress out about their job search, and this is a mistake I want you all to avoid. So I'm going to go over a real quick format for writing a resume. Sometimes this can help improve the speed of the process with which you get the first draft out, and consequently eliminate a lot of the stress of the job search. So there's 4 main sections. The first section is pretty easy and straightforward. It's just your contact information, your name, your phone number, your address, your email address, etc. It allows employers to reach you when they're interested for an interview. The next section is the most important section. This is the section that everyone's going to read. They're going to read the first line of this section unless they don't look at your resume at all. People may not read the whole resume, but they'll certainly look at this first line. So the importance of it cannot be overemphasized. This is going to be, for most people, your work history, your most recent job, which is hopefully the job where you've held the most responsibility and something that you're building upon in your job search moving forward. For people who have not had the work experience, recent students, this will probably highlight their educational experience. What was your GPA? What years were you in school? What degree did you get? Then once you have this first line down, you're going to list about 3 to 4 bullet points below it, outlining what you did and the accomplishments you were able to complete as well. And then from here, you're going to have 2 or 3 more related items, jobs you held before your current employer, or even your current position if you've been at the same employer for a long time. Or, once again, you're highlighting your educational experience. It'll be the institutions you attended before the most recent one you graduated from. And all of these, 3 to 4 additional lines will also have bullet points below them as well. The next section is, once again, kind of a secondary focus you want to provide on your resume. So, back to the original example, if you've got a strong work experience and that's your first section, your secondary section is probably going to consist of your educational experiences, what institutions you attended and your GPA, etc. Then once again, if you've had a strong educational background, your secondary section is going to consist of, what work experiences or even extracurricular experiences you did while you were at that institution that show you went above and beyond what was required of you in the classroom and were involved in your community and making an impact. Then the third section is going to be your involvement in your community, or highlights any involvement with clubs you've had in the area. And this is a great way to show that once again you've got experience beyond just your work experience or just your educational experience. It's an opportunity for you to pull together everything you've learned throughout your most recent life experiences and put it down on that paper so the employer knows everything that you're capable of. Once again, you'll have the line, 3 to 4 bullet points, maybe even a couple more lines followed by bullet points if you've been very involved in your community. Finally, the last line is going to be your interests. This is just 3 to 4 interests, put them all on one line. It's a way to keep the interview fun, for the interviewer to bond with you personally. Sometimes people who play tennis will like to interview someone who's plays tennis as well, just because they can talk about it and it makes the whole experience more real. And that concludes the resume. I'm a big fan of a 1-page resume. Sometimes people think quantity is more important than quality, but in the resume, I don't think so. People are going to be looking at your resume quick, maybe within 10 seconds, 20 seconds, or 30 seconds, and they don't want to flip a page. They don't want a bunch of verbiage that's not necessary. Even if you've done a lot in your life, just consolidate, put the most important things down, and then people are going to be impressed with that. Otherwise, if you've got too many words, you're going to lose part of what you've achieved because they won't read it all. And to close, that's my thoughts on a resume. Good luck with it, and best of luck in your job search.